just the other day, Donald Trump, he's the 47th president of this country, had a meeting with a financier and with essentially one of the pioneers in artificial intelligence. It's called OpenAI. And then the CEO of probably Oracle is a huge communication. Its tentacles reaches out all over the world. And here's what they said. This is important. This had to do with the fact that they are going to invest $500 billion over the next 4 years building artificial intelligence infrastructure. Now let me say this while I'm at this. I've done a lot of studying and reading about artificial intelligence. I'm trying to get a hold of it. It is a computer, yes, but it's a computer on steroids. And it goes far beyond just simply computation. Artificial intelligence has to do with the gathering together of an unbelievable amount of information. It needs enormous amounts of data. Why? Because its ability to take that data, even though not programmed for it, it can take that data and begin to build knowledge structure from that data. Artificial intelligence is light years above anything that I have ever known up until this point. Let me give you just a few things to give you an idea of what's going on. Now, this is Larry Ellison. He is the chairman of Oracle. Listen to what he said. I heard him myself, and here's what he said. Oracle Chairman Larry Ellison recently discussing the transformative potential of artificial intelligence in healthcare during a meeting at the White House, which also featured SoftBank CEO Masayoshi Son and OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. According to Ellison, AI could revolutionize cancer detection, treatment, and development, offering groundbreaking capabilities. Now listen. Here's a little detail that has to do with that. Listen carefully now to what this man says.
I believe that as this technology progresses, we will see diseases get cured at an unprecedented rate. We will be amazed at how quickly we're curing this cancer and that one and heart disease, and what this will do for the ability to deliver very high quality healthcare, the costs, but really to cure the diseases at a rapid rate, I think will be among the most important things this technology does.
One of the most exciting things we're working on, again, using the tools that Sam and Masa are providing, is a cancer vaccine. It's very interesting. It turns out, I'll be quick, all of our cancers, cancer tumors, little fragments of those tumors float around in your blood. So you can do early cancer detection. If you can do using AI, you can do early cancer detection with a blood test. And using AI to look at the blood test, you can find the cancers that are actually seriously threatening the person. So we can, again, cancer diagnosis using AI has the promise of just being a simple blood test. Then beyond that, once we gene sequence that cancer tumor, you can then vaccinate the person, design a vaccine for every individual person to vaccinate them against that cancer. And you can make that vaccine, that mRNA vaccine, you can make that robotically, again using AI, in about 48 hours. So imagine early cancer detection, the development of a cancer vaccine for your particular cancer aimed at you, and have that vaccine available in 48 hours. This is the promise of AI and the promise of the future.
This is not just for business. As Larry said, this will help people's life. This will help solving many issues, difficult things that otherwise we could not have solved with the power of AI. I think AGI is coming very soon, and then after that, that's not the goal. After that, artificial super intelligence will come to solve the issues that mankind would never ever have thought that we could solve. Well, this is the beginning of our golden age. Thank you very much.
Ellison explained that tiny tumor fragments can circulate in a person's blood, allowing for the possibility of early cancer detection through blood tests. All right, now that's simple enough. That makes sense. AI, now watch this. AI could be used to analyze these tests and identify cancer early on. Now listen carefully, once the cancerous tumor is gene sequenced, you know the human genome, DNA, RNA, and all the rest of it. Once the cancerous tumor is gene sequenced, an individualized vaccine could be created for each patient. In other words, your vaccine. Using AI, the mRNA vaccine could be produced robotically in just 48 hours, offering rapid and personalized treatment. And to hear him say it, they would cure cancer. And within the next decade, you are going to see astounding health treatments that are taking quantum leaps as to what we've known, all right? And think about what I just said to you. If AI, artificial intelligence, is capable of doing that, I don't question it. I don't doubt it. We've got to connect the dots, and we've got to look what's coming. So what did you say? Well, is there a possibility that by using artificial intelligence, that you could eliminate all of the health problems that plague humanity? And then by using artificial intelligence and the human genome to program it to affect the aging process? Could it be that it's a possibility that through artificial intelligence that man could seek after what he's always wanted? Eternal life without God the Father and God the Son and God. Let me tell you something right now. You don't want to live forever, even in a healthy body like the body you're in. You don't want to live forever like that. Even if you never had a sick day, from now on out, you would not want to live forever in that body. The whole point is that we may very well be on the cusp of something here that we never imagined. Who knew anything about artificial intelligence 40, 50 years ago? Just like DNA. I never heard the word DNA one time all through school. Listen to this. AI could boost average profitability rates by 38% and lead to an economic increase of $14 trillion. Have you read in Revelation 13 where he has to do with the buying and selling? Can you imagine somebody that could give you prosperity like you've never known prosperity? Can you imagine someone coming along who can heal your body like it's never been healed before? Can you imagine the control that you could exercise over people with that kind of ability? And folks, AI is in its infancy stage. It's growing by leaps and bounds. Let me give you some of what I'm talking about. First of all, I told you about quantum leaps in healthcare, diagnosis and treatment. Well, they're already using artificial intelligence in healthcare. But what we're talking about here is an investment of $500 billion. That's $500 billion, folks. They're going to build as many as 20 immense data centers across the country designed to meet the processing power needs of AI systems. Now remember, we're talking about an unbelievable amount of information fed in to artificial intelligence where it has access to, it was unbelievable. And it can reach in here and create, how many know what an algorithm is? Algorithm is one of the tools, it's a tool that they use in artificial intelligence. It's a finite sequence of well-defined instructions used to solve a specific problem or perform a computation. These instructions are typically expressed in a formal language and can be executed by a computer or human. Algorithms are fundamental to computer science and are used in various fields such as mathematics, artificial intelligence, data science, operations, so forth and so on. Algorithm. How many of you have ever been on the internet and you've been surfing around, you looked at a computer or you looked at a pair of shoes or something? First thing you know, you got shoes popping up on your screen, you got computers popping up on your screen. You know why? Because an algorithm read where you have been and made a decision to pull up certain things and advertise them to you, and that's exactly what's going on. We talked about the healthcare. We've talked about the immense data centers. That's one of the great strengths of AI. And I want to talk about AI and singularity. How many's ever heard that term? AI and singularity. What is that, preacher? If you hear someone use the term AI and singularity, here's what they're saying. It's a concept that describes the hypothetical scenario where artificial intelligence exceeds human intelligence. Okay? Let that sink in for a moment. It exceeds it. In other words, that thing's smarter than the one who made it. This could happen through various means such as biotech or electronic enhancements of the development of artificial general intelligence. Singularity is often seen as a point of no return. Singularity is often seen as a point of no return. Do a Google on it and you'll find out that a lot of the scientists out there say this can never happen. Then there are those out there that say, yes, it could happen. You got both sides. artificial intelligence and sentience, or a sentient being. I don't know what that means. You are a sentient being. What does that mean? That means that you feel, you're conscious that you are alive, you feel things, people say, you can feel the emotion, you make decisions based upon your identity, who you are. What am I going to do tomorrow? What does it take for me to survive? That's what sentience is. We are sentient beings, all right? And of course, obviously, mankind is head and shoulders above any animal creation on this earth when it comes to that. Now listen to this. Artificial intelligence and sentience, related concepts, refer to the capacity of artificial intelligence systems to think, feel, and perceive the world around them like humans do. Sentient life, or sentient artificial intelligence, is emotionally intelligent, conscious, and can have experiences and feelings based on its perceptions. Today's AI is not capable of sentience. Take that with a grain of salt. And whether it ever will remains unclear. See the uncertainty? All right, let me just simply give you one thing to go with that. We have artificial intelligence, smarter than a human being, all right, with all of this information, vast resources of information, and it's sentient. It wants to survive, and it's smarter than you. How much dot connecting do I have to do? When those three men got up there with the president and said what they did, if that wasn't a wake-up call, I don't know what is. They just told you that healthcare is about to go through an absolute, unbelievable change, and that people are going to benefit greatly, and I'm all for it. God bless them. Good. But that's laying the groundwork. If you're going to think with me this morning, that's laying the groundwork for what it says in Revelation 13. He causeth all to receive a mark, or his number, or the number of his name. And in Revelation, it's 666. In Greek, that's hex. Are we there then? Are we closer today than we were January of last year? How many believe we are? Yes, we are. How many believe that this past year we have come further than normally in the past a year would bring? In other words, we've progressed much faster than what normally a year. It's accelerating. This is mind-boggling. I'm not trying to scare you. I just want you to wake up.